I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we're reviewing this Permobil F3 front-wheel drive power chair with 5 electrical functions, so stay tuned. I'm here with the Permobil F3. This particular unit has been used for 1 mile, so it's got 1 mile of usage on it, basically never used. So this is as good as you're going to get, as close to new as you're possibly going to get without getting new. Like I said, 1 mile of usage on it. Now this one has 5 electrical functions. It's got the electric seat lift, the electric tilt, the anterior tilt, the electric legs, and the electric recline, as well as some other features that we'll cover in this review. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the seat lift. So this has a 12-inch seat lift on it. I'm going to go ahead and bring the seat up. Now this chair also has flip-up arms. They flip up out of the way if you ever need to transfer from the side. You're going to see me doing this throughout the video just to make it easier. So I'm going to go up to the full 12-inch seat lift and I'll give you some measurements. There we go. We're all the way to the top. I'm going to measure seat to ground from here to the top of the pan, 30 inches. So this is a 12-inch seat lift, so the highest you can go is a 30-inch lift. That's not including the cushion. So this is our seat lift. This is great if you want to work in your kitchen, grab dishes from the top cabinet. It also will drive in this position at a reduced pace, about 3 miles an hour. So that way you can drive and look eye level with people, so you're not sitting so far down low. The seat lift is a great option. So while we're up here, I'm going to take a look at the base. So this is a front wheel driven unit. That's what the F in F3 stands for. Your drive wheel is up in the front of the chair. You have these anti-tip wheels up front that are not on the ground, and you have these rear caster wheels. These motors are direct drive motors. They go straight to the center of the hub. Now, and then you have these caster wheels back here. This chair has got this matte black finish on it. Now these shrouds can be taken off and replaced. If you want to add some color to the chair, there is options on the website. You can select those for an upcharge if you want to change these, but this one's got this really nice matte black finish on it. There are tie-down points on the chair. There's one behind this caster wheel, and there's one behind this wheel here. These are metal hooks, so if you ever transport this in a van or something, you can hook it into place. There's also suspension on the chair. You can see the springs right here, and then there's some right here as well. This chair also has a light kit on it. I'll show you that a little bit later. Then in the back here is a breaker switch. There's a red reflector, and then there's a breaker switch. You can turn off the power to the unit. When we ship these, we have this power off because we don't want the chair turning on and shipping. So when you get it, the power will be out. There should be like an arrow pointing down. So what you're going to do, you're going to move the switch from the right all the way to the left. And it has some resistance, so it's a little hard to push. That's normal, and you'll turn the power on. That way you can power on your chair. Now, if you ever need to push the chair, so let's say the batteries die, your neutral levers are right here. So you're going to push these levers down. There's one here, one on the other side. You want to do both of them. So this one, I unlocked my right motor, so I can freewheel that around. When you're done, make sure you put these back in the drive position or in the lock position. That is up. The chair will not drive with these in neutral. You want it to be in the lock position, which engages your brakes. So now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the lights on real quick just so you can see them. So there's your lights. You got these really nice front lights, really bright. They'll light up your driveway. And you got these back drive lights as well. You also have turn signals and hazard lights. So there's your right flasher and then left flasher. You have hazard lights as well, so you can see. I'm going to try and turn this without hitting my wall. So those are your lights. I'm going to go ahead and turn them back off. This is the seat of the chair. I believe this is a 20 by 20 right now. Now these chairs are adjustable, so if you're 6 foot tall, if you're 5'2", we can adjust this to you, whether you're 300 pounds or 180 pounds. We can adjust these to your dimensions. We'll send out a measuring chart and get that sorted out. But right now it's about a 20 by 20. We can adjust that. So this cushion might change if the sizing has to change. On the arms, we have these gel arms. These are a nice upcharge that are already included with this one. So they're filled with gel, very comfortable. On this side, you have a USB port if you want to charge your phone. And then we also, we have a safety belt here. So let me get this back and I'll go through the rest of the functions. There we go. So now I'm going to bring the seat lift down about halfway, because there is something I want to show you. The next function is the anterior tilt. So that is where the chair will tilt forward to assist you in getting out of the chair. So you can use this in conjunction with the seat lift. So I'm going to go about halfway up. You can change whatever height you need. If you have like a tall bed to get into or something shorter, that's what the seat lift can also help with. But you can see when I push the tilt forward, we're sitting level. It's going to aim itself forward. So now the chair is tilting forward. You can flip these foot plates up and out of the way. So if you need help getting out of the chair, you can do that. Just push off the arms. Don't push off the joystick. So it's tilted forward so you can push yourself out, get into a walker or wherever you're transferring to. I'm going to go ahead and bring this back to flat. Flip those back down. And now we're going to go over the tilt. So this will bring your legs and your back all the way back. This is good for relieving pressure off your bottom. So instead of having all the pressure down here, it's going to put it on your back. This is one of the most medically necessary functions. So this is the electric tilt. It brings everything back. So you can do that to relieve pressure, or if you just want to relax. Next function is going to be your legs. So I'm going to bring the legs up. Now this is a little bit of an extreme position. You don't have to do the legs up here, but I'm just showing you what this chair is capable of. If you have to get your legs above your heart for circulation, this is extreme, but this is what this chair can do. Now the legs slid back, that's just because no one's sitting in the chair. That is normal. So they would be further out if someone was in this chair, but this is kind of an extreme position. So now I'm going to bring the tilt back down. And then next I will show you the electric recline. So the electric recline will bring your backrest back. So this is good if you want to relax again, or this is a good sleeping position. Lots of people live in their chairs or are in their chair most hours of the day, so this is good resting position. And it will go to almost 180 degrees. So this is a very comfortable position. And this headrest is an adjustable headrest. There's different adjustments here with just an Allen wrench. I believe it's a 5mm. Could be 4mm. But you can adjust. You can bring it forward. You can bring it up, down, out. You can angle it to the side. You can do whatever you want. So this is the recline and the legs. So this is your full lay down position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the legs and the back at the same time. So you can press two buttons at once. So it takes just a minute. While I'm doing that, this chair has a swing away joystick. So you can see the joystick will swing away from the arm. That is good if you want to pull up to a table. That'll move the joystick out of the way. So you can pull up closer to a table, or if you want to push off the armrests without touching the joystick, you can do that. Here we go. We're back at a normal position. Now I want to give you the seat to ground height on this chair. I'm going to bring the legs out just a little bit so you can get a lower seat to ground height if you kick the legs out a little bit. The chair changes how low it'll go depending on if your legs are all the way in or not. So I'm going to go to a more normal position with the legs out a little bit. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Make sure we're not tilted. I'll bring the seat lift down and I'll get that measured for you. There we go. So these usually sit around 17.5 to 18 inches. This one, 17.5 inches. So, and then it goes up to around 30 inches. So this is basically a 12-inch seat lift. We're sitting at 17.5. Now the cushion sits a little taller, but the cushion might change. The cushion's usually going to sit around 22, 23 inches. So if you need to get under a table, that's what you would do. But we're sitting at 17.5 inches to the pan of the seat. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and measure distance from outside of arm to outside of arm. This is 27 inches. Now these arms are out a little bit. We can usually get this under to 26 just because it's got a little bit wider of a seat. If you go with a thinner seat, the arms will go in. to under the 26 or 25 inch mark. Now, if you do want a wider seat, that's going to bring them out a little further. So right now, they're around 27 inches, but that can change depending on how you need this size. Just let us know in that measuring chart, and we will get this sized up to you. So on the joystick here, there's different speeds. This can go up to around, I want to say it's 6.2 miles an hour. Outside, I'll do that when we get out there. I recommend keeping the legs kicked out a little bit like this when you go outside, just so you get a little bit more clearance. Or you could, even if you wanted to, you could bring the seat lift up a little bit. You just don't want to inhibit it. If your seat lift is inhibited, you'll get a yellow light on your switch box here. That means you're going half speed, or a red light means you cannot drive while you're in that certain position. So with the backrest down, you can't drive. That's just a safety feature that this chair has. So I believe I've covered all the features on this chair. So what we're going to do now is we're going to test drive this outside. I'll show you what it looks like driving and kind of my opinions on this chair. So follow me out there. So this is the Permobil F3. This is the one that has 1 mile of usage on it. So about as new as you can get. So this is the front wheel drive chair. You can see the drive wheels. It's got a turning radius like this. So the front wheel drive is good for more outdoorsy things. Now it'll turn really well inside your house, but the front wheels gives it a little bit more traction in the grass outside. So, but it will perform well inside your house. So now I'm going to take a look at the speed. I'm going to go this way and see how fast we go. And we got 6 miles an hour. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead in the grass. And this thing has no issues in the grass. Plenty of power, plenty of traction. Now this is not an off-road chair. You can't be taking this on anything crazy, anything rocky or anything sandy, but it does have a bit more grip outside that a lot of people like. And that's one of the advantages of the F3 series. But you do have to take care of this chair. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the seat lift up, and we're going to see how fast it'll drive in the elevated position. So we hit 6 miles an hour on the straightaway out there. Now we're going to try elevated. So it's still going up. The chair's really comfortable. It's got a smooth ride. That suspension's really nice. And now we're almost up. There we go. So we're all the way up now. We'll see how fast it goes. So I'm getting 3 miles an hour. So that is faster than walking speed. So this is great if you're in public, want to walk with someone, or you want to reach up to cabinets, anything like that. So once again, this is the Permobil F3 power chair that has electric tilt, recline, legs, seat lift, and anterior tilt with 1 mile of usage. If you're interested in this, check out our website or give us a call if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.